Hello and welcome to Flippin' Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're live, flipping live, all by my lonesome tonight, remembering the great Al Jaffee. But before we get into all of that, I have my normal spiel. Make sure you hit subscribe and like and leave a comment in the chat. Or if you're watching this the next day, which a lot of you do, a lot of you watch this video not live, make sure you leave a comment down below. Anyway, want to support me in a different way? Patreon.com/flippinthrough. Check that out down below. And if you like it, if you like this channel, if you like what I do, you think it's worth anything, support me on there. Give me $1. Give me any amount of money, and I'll mail this to you. How about this? It has to at least cover the cost of a postage stamp. So give me more than 40 cents and you get a set of stickers. Give me more than that, and I got a cool stencil for you. Look at that. Ready for defacement of public, private, and government property. I guess that's public, right? Anyway, it's beautiful. It's handmade by a 3D printer in my house and delivered with love to you. I got another thing. Coming. It's these cool buttons, which don't look that cool from this far away. And but well, here, hold on. Now I got to move this stuff. God damn it. Okay. Overhead. Zoom in. Look at this shiz. This is honestly the thing that I've made that I'm the most proud of. The signature buttons for 4 of the 5 founders of MAD: Wallace Wood, Jack Davis, Will Elder, and Harvey Kurtzman. And what else? It has that little Easter egg of being the 4 colors of the 4-color printing process. I guess I got to make one with Severin that's white background. White representing the milk toast comedy stylings of John Severin. I think he's funny. Other people didn't. That's why he stopped working at Mad Magazine. Anyway, these are the people that support me on Patreon right now. That's Frank Schneider, Misimo, David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and the Little Cozy Nostril. Thank you guys so much for the support. I hope I can keep on earning it. Anyway, that's enough of that. How about this, though? Wait, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. People who stop by, I want to say hello to you. One thing stood out, and that was this. I just promoted tonight's chat across 4 Facebook groups at 3 p.m. Pacific. Well, you said it was at 3. That's not the right time. It's not 3 Pacific. It's like 6 Pacific. Sticks. But that does probably explain, like, I think like 2 new subscribers today, and that doesn't happen. Anyway, so hey, Sticks, I do appreciate you sharing that in groups. I really do. Shane Buckley, good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, Shane. Harvey Esquire. Oh, it's Harvey, the rabbit Harvey. I get it. From the movie, who is that guy who's in that other movie? Anyway, he was a drunk and he saw a bunny rabbit named Harvey. Wait, that's Shane Buckley. Angel Acevedo, Sketchy Works. How are you doing, bro? Good to see you here. We have Alex Polko. Hello, Alex. El Jaffee was so good. Rip. Yeah, that's true. Al Jaffee. He was a legend. Um, the reflection of perfection. I'm at work for another hour. Damn. I just posted my own video today as a tribute to Al. Rip. Yeah, rip indeed. Yeah, reflection of perfection. You left a few comments saying you're starting your own channel to do mad stuff. Anyway, good on you. Listen, I love it. Start a channel. It's the way to go. It's the funnest thing you'll ever do. Wait, the vastly overrated Al Jaffee is one of my favorite books. Top 3 fold-ins. The X on cleanup, worker number 294. Wait, the X on cleanup worker number 294. Why do you do no period? Why not just the number symbol? 274, 241. Thank you, Little Cozy Nostril, for answering that question. I tried something new, and I'm glad people are answering it. Who else? What does this say? We have to be on our best behavior. Might have a lot more people. Listen, when I get like 15 people in here, I get pretty stoked. I don't, if I'm going to do this no matter who's watching. Demir, say hello, Harvey, the drunk from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Wait, is it Harvey from Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Hey, I do have to say, yeah, I'm doing all right. Yeah, doing pretty good. Can't complain. Can't complain at all. I'll tell you, well, I can complain. It's been hot here, like in the mid to high 80s, and then next week we're gonna have like a 60-degree drop. Not 60, like a 50-degree drop, but it's insane. Minnesota really is things fluctuate a lot. Hey, if you guys have not, if you support me on Patreon, tell me this. Have your buttons arrived? I haven't heard from anybody. I sent them like a week ago now. No, yes, a week ago. So I want to know if they've arrived, man. Please let me know. Anyways, the idea was I would kind of go over some Al Jaffee stuff, memorialize him in a way. I got an obit. I got some fold-in stuff, and I think I'm going to look up some of the inventions that we all love so very much. Mine have not. Well, you're in Canada. You're an American, right? Frick, man. That stinks. All right. Anyway, frickin' post office. Well, if it doesn't show up ever, let me know. All right. Text me in a year if it doesn't show up. I'm burning up. I should not have worn a sweater tonight. It's sweltering. I'm not wearing any pants because of how hot it is. But here we go. Anyway, let's look at an obit. What am I going to hit? This one? Booyah! Here we go. Oh, poo! I have to move myself. Hold on, guys. Here we go. Look, I'm going. That was kind of cool, huh? Anyway, um, what? There we go. That's what I want to see. Um, Al Jaffee, Mad Magazine cartoonist, who created the fold-in, dead at 102. The writer and illustrator also created another classic feature, snappy answers to stupid questions, during his remarkable 77-year career. Why did I choose Rolling Stones? Because Rolling Stone didn't have a paywall. That's why I chose it, okay? I was going to do like the New York Post or whatever, New York Times, something from New York, but I would have had to subscribe. All right, what are you guys shouting about? Thank you, Harvey. Take it off. Take what off? Oh, the sweater. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I should probably do that. All right, hold on. Oh no, but now I'm wearing a shirt that I was wearing the other day. I was wearing this shirt the other day when Kyle and I recorded the podcast. Potter ZB. Check it out wherever you find podcasts. It might actually be in the description of this video. Now he's going to realize what a dirtbag I am. Anyway, Al Jaffee, Mad Magazine cartoonist, who created the fold-in, dead at 102. The Al Jaffee, the storied cartoonist who created two staple features of Mad Magazine, the fold-in and snappy answers to stupid questions, died on Monday, April 10th. The New York Times reports he was 102. Jaffee's granddaughter, Fanny Thompson, confirmed his death, saying it was caused by multiple system organ failure. I think that's just like a fancy way of saying like old age, right? Your body stopped working. Jaffee enjoyed a Guinness World Record setting 77 years as a professional artist, starting in 1942 and ending just a couple of years ago in June 2020. He should have went to 2022. That would have been sick. When he finally decided to retire at the age of 99, he started working for MAD in period. He started working for MAD in 55, 3 years after its founding, and his decision to finally cap his pens came just as a long-running satire magazine stopped publishing new material. I'm glad that they got that right. They didn't say stopped publishing. They said stop publishing new material. So that's pretty sick. Now, here's something kind of interesting. Al Jaffee first started contributing to MAD. It was mostly as a writer. At the time, he was also working on other projects, including a syndicated strip called Tall Tales. His creative breakthrough came in 1964 when he published his first fold-in, a brilliant back cover idea that involved folding an illustration vertically and inward to reveal a new picture and punchline. For 55 years, Jaffee was the only person at MAD who drew the fold-in, creating well over 500 and publishing his final one in June 2020. A somber yet sardonic bit about the end of MAD. Now he goes on. They talk about snappy answers, and there is a pretty cute anecdote for snappy answers to stupid questions. Jaffee explained the origins of the segment, saying it occurred to him when he was trying to fix an antenna on the roof of his house. Suddenly, I heard my son climbing up this ladder. He asked me a question that he asked every time he came home from school. Where's Mom? And I answered, I killed her and I'm stuffing her down this chimney. He knew I was kidding, obviously, but I thought about this afterward and it occurred to me that there must be a million times a day we get asked questions to which you either don't know the answer or it's a pointless question. Up on the roof, how the hell would I know where Mom was? Yeah. He was asked to provide a snappy answer to the stupid question, how do you think he will be remembered? The answer is space available on Mount Rushmore. No, no, there is not space available on Mount Rushmore. Um, yeah, I think that, it does. It glosses over a lot of things, really. I mean, like, I wouldn't say that some of this is like, common knowledge, right? And I guess, like, what's my point with saying that? I mean, he's best known for the mad stuff, so they're writing this. I imagine somebody just got assigned this story. Who wrote this? John Blistein. John Blistein, um, probably just got assigned the story, and he was like, "All right, well, I know him. He's from Mad Magazine. I'll write about Mad Magazine." He doesn't tell the story at all about how he came up with the idea of the fold-in. A little story that I was kind of blown away by when it finally clicked. It never clicked until I was an adult, and it was told to me explicitly, so I don't know if that counts as clicking, um, at all. So yeah, I don't know, it doesn't surprise me that they didn't mention humbug. I would be curious if his family wrote an obituary. Here, maybe I'll Google that. Then again, sometimes, like, family doesn't know the most important things for people or about people, right? Like, I wonder if my dad read his obituary, if he was like, "What the fuck, guys? Like, you missed all of the my favorite things about me. All you did was talk about you, my family. Even in death, I can't escape you." Um, okay, let's see. New York Times. Oh, see, the New York Times doesn't have. God damn it, they're the paywall. Anyway, hey, um, somebody email me your New York Times login information. That would be sick. Bet the reporter was some millennial that never heard of Al Jaffee before. He copied their story from Wikipedia. She, hey man, hey, I feel attacked. All right, I am a millennial. There's Zoomers. Zoomers are the ones we hate now. It's what swear? Hey, everybody, type in the chat the one swear that best sums up Kyle Bridget. Please leave that chat in the chat right now. Um, let's see. I'm gonna pull up some stuff. Okay. All right. No, what? Actually, I'm not. I'm not gonna. I have the internet up, but the internet will always be there. Um, I don't know. You got to pay for a regular newspaper. I think, uh, in my opinion, newspapers fudged up because they started posting their stuff for free online, and then they realized, wait a second, we pay our the people who get the paper delivered have to pay for it. Why are we letting people look at it for free online? So I get why they'll charge for it. I do. Do funeral homes have obits anymore? I think they just use whatever one is published in the paper. But I guess if you're famous, you know what? How about that? How about that? Rich people, they don't even have to write an obit. It gets written for them and published in a magazine. Rich keep getting richer, man. Yeah, well, I'm very sensitive and I'm a millennial. I don't believe in cynicism and sarcasm. I think they'll read important stuff for free. I don't know if that's true for the Times. Anyway, here's the special Alfred of Arabia issue, number 86. Um, I do have Wait, no, I don't have his very first appearance in Mad Magazine, his first appearance being Mad Magazine number 25, the second issue of the magazine. But I do have this one, which is the very first appearance of the Fold In. And I was looking at a bunch of fold ins online, and they're pretty sick. They're pretty fun. It actually made me almost consider buying the that fold-in book. I sort of can't resist looking through this um, because oh, look at this. Insecurity is a pair of loose swim trunks. Insecurity is a hole in both your front pockets. Oh, I love this. Artist Bob Clark, writer Frank Jacobs. Insecurity is moving into a new neighborhood. Insecurity is being the first to hand in a test paper. Insecurity is being the last to hand in a test paper. Bro, you've been on a bender, a mad bender. You're buying a ton of them. I go through the same thing. You know what though? This apology makes it seem like you really think that this is true. Like you said this, you're like, "Oh shit, it's gonna hurt his feelings." Just kidding. I know you know how I really feel. Not a snowflake. Anyway, listen, should we just skip ahead to the fold in? I'm gonna fold this in. All right. This is how look at this has never even been folded. Um oh, oh, should I do this? Am I that big of a psychopath? It was never folded. Oh God. I don't know what to do. I was hoping that this would already be folded, but it's not. Shit. All right. Now here one interesting thing about this is well, it's the first one, right? And it's black and white. He's trying to figure out the format. What do we got? We got things like scan, cut, and paste. You guys saw me the other day at the last live stream when I tried to you remember when I tried to do that? It didn't work the last time. Okay? They have those cards. Don't do it. What cards? I might do it. You guys saying don't do it? It kind of makes me want to do it. You can honor today by going for it. Yeah, Todd Howard knows what's up. I'm going to fold it. All right. That's what it was meant for. All right. So, I mean, it's cool to see the very first one, though, because it has most of what's there, right? You know, you have the meridian. Is that what you would call that? The center part. He ditched that after a while, right? Ditched those two folds in favor of the two arrows, top and bottom. And then this whole thing, boy, oh boy, golly, they wanted me to read a lot, didn't they? I think you should do it because today is going to be saved on YouTube for all time. You might as well actually do one. Dude, this guy knows how to egg me on. The cards. I mean, obit cards for the funerals. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Ruin yours and mine becomes more valuable. Like, Shane, you know that my children are gonna just throw these away when I die, right? All my collection does is create work for them. That's it. Um, all right, let's listen. You'll find out if I fold it or not. Um, they have this, right, where he, like, has painted the little version of it right there in the upper corner, and then, yeah, well, look at me being so bored and annoyed by all of this wording. Let's focus in on the top first. Whoop. Matt is often asked why it doesn't have expensive full color 3-page foldouts the way other high class magazines like Life and Playboy have. There are two reasons for this. One, Matt is against ostentatious, snobbish, status seeking gimmicks. And two, Matt is cheap. So here instead is our economy minded, black and white, 1-page Mad fold in. I almost want to pause this here to talk about that because I think that that's like a pretty relevant fact that they missed in that Rolling Stone write-up, and my guess is in most of the write-ups, and that is that it's a take on the fold-out, something I never realized until I was told explicitly, like, "That's what the joke is. You're folding it in rather than folding it out, you idiot." And I love it. But it became obviously, if you look at, people mourning Al Jaffee, became such a large, part of the magazine and such a huge cultural phenomena in and of itself that you don't think of it as, some type of take on the publishing industry at the time. Here we go. I'm gonna read all of this too. Um, Elizabeth Taylor, looking radiantly beautiful at the premiere of her latest film, is positively enchanted by escort Richard Burton, who glows in the knowledge that he is the only one in her heart and that she is his. Meanwhile, people push and shove for autographs while police try to keep them in check. Hey, take a look at the handsome young stranger in the crowd moving in for his chance. Obviously, he's destined to be next in line. And so, I'm going to fold it. Sorry, guys. This is out of respect to Al Jaffee. On this day only, am I truly appreciating his art form, the art form that he gifted us in Mad Magazine of the Fold In. I am folding in the fold in. And no, I'm not cheaping out. I am going to fold the back as well. Booyah. And I even did a bad job, as is tradition with fold ins. They're never quite right. Yeah, congratulate me. DM. No, that's not congratulatory. This is what's funny about it is like it's his first attempt, and it's a wonderful attempt. Look at like the hands match up and everything. He took the hand from the copper, and then that becomes Elizabeth Taylor's. But you know, like this knee is supposed to be going in front. It just sort of disappears. Um, as time went on, he became a lot better at making the two sides of the image fuse together. In the words of Rainn Wilson, you're going to smoke a turd in purgatory for that. Purgatory isn't where you smoke turds. That doesn't even make sense theologically. Get out of here with that. Another fold in bites the dust. Before you go, we should look at the front inside cover. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate all of the kind words. All right, inside front cover. Ooh, these razor blade manufacturers. Look at this is like Gillette. Do you guys remember Gillette? They got boycotted. And this is what happened. Is this what I'm looking at? Is that an AI bottom right? What are you talking about? Sticks McFly has been taken over. These 15 razor blade manufacturers just had a close shave, mainly because this imported stainless steel blade nearly knocked them all out of business. Suddenly, dude, this is not what you wanted me to look at, is it? Is that an AI? Oh, yeah, Al Jaffee. Is that a young Al Jaffee? Yeah. And there's Lenny Brenner, and there's Antonio Prohias. And is that Meglin? That looks like a Meglin beard. Um, Who else? Who else is there? Oh, fun. Or is that Sergio? That's Sergio. And that's Prokias. Look at that stud. Oh my gosh. All right. I thought you were talking about AI. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who else is here? Is that Gaines? Oh, that's such a good eye. Was Meglin even here in the let's look. Feldstein? Is that Feldstein? That's so cool. Thank you, Angel. I versus L. Remember that. Who else is this? Who else can we recognize? Or you people? Who else can you people recognize? That's all I know. Where's Dave Berg? That's a good question. Not pictured, I bet. Is that Angelo Torres? Oh my gosh. No, who would know? We get freaking Doug Guilford. I bet he would know, wouldn't he? Poor Dave Berg. He got left out. Dave Berg might oh no, Dave Berg was at this time. Who's that? You guys are no help at all. Anyway, that is the very first Matt Folden. Harvey Esquire. How many are still alive? Not a lot. Not a lot. You know why I don't mind folding that in? Because now it's going to go into here. And then it's going to go into a box. And then I'm never going to look at it again. That's why I don't mind. Now, I thought it would be, it might be fun to look at first and last, at least. Lighter side of married men in this issue. So he was around. Yeah. Yeah. I saw it. There was in the vital features. It had a little thumbnail. So yeah, he definitely was. Maybe he didn't work at the place. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he didn't had like a home studio or something. All right, I do want to. I'm going to go back to another article. Boop 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 boop. Where is it? Here we go. On CBR, comic book resources. Comic book resources. Hey guys, actually, before I go on and read this, if you haven't already, please hit thumbs up on this video. That would be pretty awesome. That'd be pretty cash money of you if you did that. Uh, I am going to say this. Um, Holy smokes, 11 people giving it the thumbs up. Now 12 because I just gave it my thumbs up myself. All right, CBR. This is comicbookresources.com. Used to be a better site. Now it's okay. Whatever. Websites suck now anyway. Celebrating his mad fold-ins on Al Jaffee's 100th birthday. I had to dig a little bit to find this because everything obviously is about his passing. But this is nice because it's not focused on that. It's just a celebration of his artwork, which is lovely. Oh yeah, dude. I always do. Always do. Get those thumbs up rolling. All right. Knowledge Waits is a feature where this is blah blah blah. This is today is Al Jaffee's 100th birthday, so I thought it would be fun to take a spotlight on Al Jaffee's historic fold-ins for Mad Magazine, which he did regularly from 1964 to 2019, with the final one published just last year as part of an Al Jaffee tribute issue celebrating his retirement at 99. Todd, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, bro. Have a good night. Okay, let's set a scene a bit. This is actually sort of a Foggy Runes time, really. What the fuck? Quit being so esoteric in your writing, dude. Golly. In the 1960s, the big glossy magazines like Life magazine began doing these elaborate fold out covers. Here's one from December 1960. All right, this is pretty cool. So you have that, right? Life, medieval splendor, fabulous art of Flanders, the great spectator sport, pro football breaks away for big gains. Kickoff by the Colts before Capacity House. Dude, football stadiums used to be so different. And then, boop, 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 it would fold out like that. Kind of a sick thing, right? I mean, objectively, that's cool. It's like this big wide angle shot, and you get this, dude running up. You get the two fellas on his sides. It's a cool picture. Um, and a cool novelty thing in a magazine. These became so popular that mad cartoonist Al Jaffee had an idea. Explained in but he explained in an interview with the Boston Phoenix. I thought to myself, now it's folded in, and I've got to have something on the left side here, and something, uh, and something right side here. And the only thing that popped into my head, wait, what? This is like out of order. How bizarre. I showed it to Al Feldstein. So he says, this is bizarrely written. Was this I think this was an AI, not an Al. Can we hey, this is a family show. You want stuff like that? Check out the Potter ZB podcast with Kyle Bridget and I. Geez Louise, you guys are perverts, man. Like for real. You guys need to, I don't know, see a doctor or something. Um, I'm worried. I'm worried about you. Um, yeah. Hold on. I just goofed up my whole thing. You guys got me confused. See what happens? Okay. So I showed it to Al Phelps. First thing he said is, Al, I got this crazy idea, and you're not going to buy it because it mutilates the magazine. So I put it in front of him. And the thing about Al was he liked things that intrigued him. The mechanics of it intrigued him. He said, you mean you fold it like this? And then he folded it, he unfolded it, he folded it. And then he said, I like this. But I said, Al, it mutilates the magazine. And he said, well, I'll have to check it with Bill. He takes it, runs it to Bill's office. And there was a little while, and he comes back and says, we're going to do it. You know what Bill said? Bill said, so they mutilate the magazine. And then they'll buy another one to save. Sucker, no, I just won't fold it in. All right. Uh, yeah. It gets a little blue. We even talk about that phrase. Yeah, that is not a family show. Potter ZB podcast. Well, goddamn, now I gotta listen. We'll go back to that in a second. Let me see. Boop. Um, Potter ZB podcast. This is a podcast with Kyle Bridget and I. It's comes out every other week. That's our plan. We put one out last week, and then we posted it on YouTube this Tuesday. After that, what we'll do is it'll every other week. That's when it comes out. If you see this email address down below, if you want to send in a letter to us, and you guys know how I love letters, right? You know this. I go gaga over letters. So you can send a letter in and we'll read it on a podcast and reply to it. So Kyle just finished editing the second episode. If you guys go to Spotify, if you go to Apple, Google, whatever, I think every single major podcast platform, if you type in Pod or ZB, Podrzebie, you'll find the show. You will find it there. So check it out, guys. I think you would like it. I think we got some good views on it. And so yeah, I don't know, we're feeling good about it. And I think having some fun making it. He just finished. Oh, wait, no, this is the one. I class up the joint a bit. No, no, he doesn't. That's not true. He lowers it. He lowers the bar so low that when he says something not perverse, I think, whoa, that was really insightful and just so wholesome. That's what happens. And follow the YouTube channel. Um, you're gonna do it live stream? No. No, that's a good question, but no, we wanna keep this as a podcast, like, just auditory. We're putting it on YouTube, and there's, like, minimal visual support for it. So, like, if we talk about a book, a picture of that book will appear on screen, but it's just for listening. It's not meant to be a visual medium, um, just auditory only. So without me, the pod wouldn't have any. I would 100% agree with that statement. That is absolutely true. 100%. Without me, the podcast wouldn't have any awkward pauses. So let's check this out. Um, so here it is. They show this, but 4 or 5 weeks later, Al comes over to me and says, "When are you going to do the next fold in?" And I said, "I don't have another fold in. That was it." So he said, "Come on, you can come up with something else." I racked my brain. The only thing I could come up with was Nixon, whose face was hidden within curtain folds. That one really set the tone for what the cleverness of the fold in has to be. I couldn't just be bringing someone from the left to kiss someone on the right. So here's the original fold in. Let's see how straightforward it was. And boom. Yeah, it was lovely. It was straightforward. And it works, right? They did a better job of folding it in than I did. This next one, I should probably zoom in a little bit. I wanted to issues under 100. I don't have that many of. I think I have over 50, but there's I'm missing half of them, you know? That's a great idea. That is a very good idea. Um, who wants to be president more than anything? Now, I you guys should know this by now, but in case you don't, Nixon is my favorite president. I think that he was unfairly maligned. I think that even at the time, the crime he committed wasn't a big deal. I think that he was it was a witch hunt, and I think that he did a lot of good things for the country. And people don't want to admit that or appreciate that, but it's true. Okay, who wants to be president more than anything? And this, the second one, look at he has like this whole script. Oh, it's so you can tell Al Jaffe's a writer because of all these words he makes you read. Um, but here it is. And this is like you can totally see what it is beforehand, right? Like you can see pretty clearly that it is Richard Nixon. Um and but you have this that reveal like within the sentence, which is very, very cool. Time and time again, he has insisted to the press that he is absolutely, positively not interested in becoming president. However, people close to him who know him intimately claim that this is far from the real truth. So I guess that is kind of a cool thing. It's like you get the double word thing. What is that called? It's like a double fold in a way. I do it's kind of funny because it almost looks as though he's crying, and we have these tears streaming down his cheeks. Um, Kyle, are y'all gonna have any commercials like lovely Russian girls want to meet you? If we could No, the answer is no. We're not gonna promote escorts. What? Not those type of commercials. But yeah, if you get in a partnership program, then I don't know, or you sell it. I mean, I think the goal is to have a successful podcast, but I think that's a ways down the line. Now this one, I wished I had this issue. I went immediately to my boxes to check and see if I actually have it. Um, and I don't. But boy, oh boy, I wish that he would have kept doing stuff like this, like folding. I mean, you have like 3 options really, so it's not, and I guess if you want people to get the gag consistently, it has to be, um, the same every time. But I love this. It's a diagonal fold in the magazine. So you fold it from this upper left corner down to this area right here, and then you fold it, right there. And, the only hope for curing beetle mania, and you can see right there, they have that diagonal fold drawn out. Oh boy, that's so cool. Jeez Louise. I wish I had Beatlemania. And look at that. It folds in to reveal premature loss of the Beatles' hair ends this wild madness. Holy smokes. Like how did he do that? That's like that is a pretty impressive fold in. Um yeah. The third fold in tried an approach that Al Jaffee had never used again, as it was really too complicated. Um, yeah, that's a shame. It might be complicated, but that's a pretty impressive payoff, I think. Um, look at, they're all bald. That's beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's like I was insulting to them. Um, Look at, here's some other classics. Starting with 1968's Mad Number 111, they started to be done in color, and they've been in color ever since. Here are a few examples from some anniversary issues, like Mad Magazine number 300. Oh, dude, look at, there's Doonesbury, there's Jughead, there's, I don't know who that guy's. There's Beetle Bailey and Dagwood Bumstead and this guy from Hagar the Horrible, and look at Bart Simpson. Oh, I know what's gonna happen. It's gonna show Bart Simpson. Uh, and then there's Gru for all you Gru fans. Um, and who's this? Zippo? What's his name? Zippy Dippy? Zep Ziggy. It's Ziggy. What master underachiever has undeservedly attained worldwide fame and fortune? Al Jaffee, our own Al Jaffee. This is one of the coolest things that he would do. He would do something like that, like a fake out one. So you think it's going to be Bart Simpson, and there it is. It's Al Jaffee. And I do like it when it's not quite right. There's something cute about that. Here we have a really busy one. And this one looks like it's not possible that it will actually form Alfred E. Newman at all. But look at the complexity of this. It's pretty wild. And yet there it is. It makes a thing. I'm actually going to pull something up because I saw something earlier today on Instagram. Um, Johnny Sampson, he posted something. We go, Johnny Sampson. Is this it? Um, Shoot, I got to find. Okay. All right. Hold on. I got to. Wait. I had to close this out. This is really cool, and I would say that if you want to see this, you should make sure you're not just listening. Put your eyes on the screen. Um, It's Johnny Sampson posts. I'll read the post first, and then I'll put it up so you can like just watch the video. Johnny Sampson, pics I took at the Al Jaffee Archive in the Columbia College Rare Book Library. These are preliminary drawings for a fold-in about botched executions. Notice how he has a pretty complete composition that was correctly rejected by the editors for being too obvious, which goes to show that even an old master like Al was not immune to revisions. This is just a small fraction of what's there. If you're in New York and have some time to kill, it's a real treat to sift through these and to see his thought process. So I'm going to show that now. Here, I'm going to close this out so that it'll restart, hopefully. Wrong button, jackass. Okay, here we go. Boom. Rejected correctly because the lack of visual surprise. So you can see these like little sketches that he does. He has them sketch how he wants them to appear on like tracing paper. This is kind of interesting because he has things like blocked out, like the tracing paper, like little cutouts on it. Johnny Sampson, I'd like to talk to him, but you know what the problem is that, and it's one of the reasons why I don't really have like artists interviews anymore, is that I don't really know what I'm talking about, and I feel like I'm not that great of an interviewer. So I've sort of stopped pursuing having guests in that vein. Yeah. But anyway, there's a quarantine area. Here's another one. It's really cool to see these sketches and how he does all of this. It's fascinating stuff. Yeah. MC Paul Barman follows Johnny Sampson. I follow MC Paul Barman. Oh, look at Dalton Vaughn. Let's heart what he said too. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool to see those progress websites. Can you post that website address? Copy link. Here. It's Instagram. Let me know if that shows up. I posted it, so it should show up in the chat. I think that'll bring you right to Johnny Sampson's post. Otherwise, it's like the fourth post from the top. What the hell? What is this? Pedro really lays into Johnny Sampson in the next episode of Potter Zeeby? Do I? I was really sleepy when we recorded that. I hope I didn't say something. The best fold-in was the issue where he also did the back cover. When you held it up to the light, a whole new image appears. Whoa. I don't know about that one. Claws out. Meow. Anyway, what's this? I was reading his Brain Ticklers book last night, and Jaffee calls the reader dumb several times. Of a Prahias invention. Nope, it was Jaffee. I'm not going to read your arguments. A fold-in pop-up book. Think of how mangled that would get. It pops up, and then you got to fold it. There's one mad pop-up book, mad about politics. Anyway, guys. Hey, we're at 1 hour. I'm going to take a little break. I have a lovely intermission prepared for you by none other than Kyle Reginald Bridget III. Yes, he comes from a long line of Bridgets, and he is too humble to let you know that. Hey, don't go anywhere. If you haven't already, make sure that you hit the thumbs up. Also, I have a little quiz thing or Q&A. Write down if you have a fold-in that we should check out on stream. Make sure you put that in the chat.
It's a gas!
The first time I laid eyes on Andy Dufresne, I didn't think much of him. He was a fat drink of water, the kind of drink of water that you know your friend got from the bathroom and not from the kitchen. 5 packs of cigarettes says the fat one breaks first tonight.
You're on. I'll take the Don Martin looking one.
Hello and welcome back to Flippin Live, the #1 Mad Magazine news review and live review on the internet. 15 viewers. Hey, thanks you guys for hanging through that. What do you call it? Intermission video. I went back to check out what people said for the fold-ins that we need to check out. Wait, let me go. How do I get back down to the bottom of the chat? Boop. You guys stop fighting in the chat. Don't bet against the house. Really, family blow up doll. What does that mean? I don't know. Jesus Christ. It's a family show. It's like you guys forget that and you guys get all blue in the chat. Anyway, here, check this out. That's my telephone. Get that out of here. Here we have the Al Jaffee issue. This is like the farewell issue for Al Jaffee. And oh my God, look at that. Was a thick issue. Ooh, it's heavy. Let's see. Here we go. Here we are. The very final Mad Magazine fold-in. I was fighting for real with the song. Hello, everybody. Hello, Clown Nookie. So great of you to join us. And with such panache. Why is the What Me Worry Kid so worried? Let's zoom in and really appreciate this illustration, even though it's on stupid gloss paper that reflects light. I hate glossy paper. Economy collapsing, unemployed, starving. Notary Public, Finish Forever, Foreclosed, Shoes, Mobile Phones, Gone Belly Up, Rare Gems. Not Rare Gems out of business. We are kaput, gone. Japanese Food Distribution. Coffee is mild. All right. Now again, you'll see this Virgin fold in. Oop, let's zoom out. And you see the classic Mad fold in, right? Like this is the how it was. Unlike that very first one, this is how I remember it, right? There's words up here, there's words over here, there's words over here, and this is it. Al Jaffee drew this never before seen fold in to be saved until his retirement back in 2014. So he's also a prophet. Let's see. All right. I'm going to fold on the B. Here, I got to get this mic out of my way. Doing both folds, guys. Why is the What Me Worry kid so worried? No more new Jaffee fold-ins. And then there we have his lovely little Al Jaffee signature. Boop. There we go. I think it's fitting that, upon his death, that's when I join the rest of you psychos and start folding things in. So that will be the last fold in I ever fold in, by the way. I will never, ever do that ever again. So don't expect it to be a normal thing. If it's already been folded, I'll fold it. But I'm never, ever doing that again. Okay? He may have done some that were filed away for a future book. I don't know. Do you think they would do that? Do you think such a thing would be done? All right, we're going to be looking at, I'm going to pull up, I'm on my illegal website for finding comic books and magazines. And I'm going to be looking at some mad stuff. Oh, look at this one. I have this issue. Wait, wrong button. There we go. This is Mad Magazine number 320 from July 1993. And this is the fold-in is the cover, right? And I don't think, if we go all the way to the bottom, yeah, they didn't have a fold-in at the end. They only had the one, some Drew Friedman stuff. Sam Viviano. Anyway, they just had that. And what does it say? Here, just hold up. This is what I'm doing. I'm holding up. Buy this issue, schmuck. It says, buy this issue, schmuck. I did like this one. It was fun to have something like the fold-in that is relegated to the very back of the magazine put on the front. It's a little bit unexpected. Kind of like having a fold-in in general, right? You expect it to fold out, but it folds in. You expect it to be at the back of the magazine. Now it's at the front. Boom. Undermining expectations. What is that? Subterfuge? I forgot this. I was just talking about this the other day. Subverting expectations. That's the word. Sometimes I worry about my ability to conjure words. All right. Kyle Bridget had quite a few. If you guys have some issues you want me to look up and we can chat about, just type them in the chat and I'll pull them up. Kyle Bridget had a bunch. Wait, 920. That can't be right. He didn't put that. I wrote it wrong. It must be 294. That must be it. Let's find it. What the frick? What just happened here? All right. I'll go to 274 because that's one that he'd wanted. Here, here, I guess I should show you. That might be helpful. Oh, look at this cover. What a boring cover. What a unspectacular cover of Mad Magazine. What is this, for Night Court or something? Oh my God. I've never seen a more boring cover. Here we Whoa, the fold-ins right away? With what? Is it on the front inside cover? They did another goofball move. Oh, of course this is what Kyle picks. Of course. What? All right. What group displaying deviant sexual behavior did the Mies Commission overlook? Here's the sexorama. Why would he do this? He knows this is a family show. Who's you all? Who's you all in this? 105. All right, I'll look that one up. Sexorama. Jeez Louise. TV was examined by the commission, as was every other field of communication. Arrangements were made to complete extensive lists of sexual activities that Mies disliked. I don't know who Mies is. Mies sounds all right. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. All right, now I got to do my TV evangelists. This system, guys, I call it the finger system. It's called McInerney's patented finger system. Gosh, get this off my screen. Jeez Louise. What is that, 241? All right, let's go. Let's see what he has to. All right, I think I actually have to go to the back of the magazine for this. Boy, this is a long issue. Whoa, this one's cool. It's the finger system. All right, like this. DDZ. There's nothing inappropriate about this, all right? Jeez Louise. All right. Where should most modern classic exploitation horror films be kept? Classic Horror Film Museum. Look at this. This is beautiful. It's like a really fun thing. All right. Interest in horror films is growing throughout the world. We must make sure care is taken to store these classics in a safe place for future film fans. Now, what you can do is use the patented finger system. The Trekarin. The Trekarin? The Trekarin. That doesn't make any sense. In the can. In the can. In the toilet can. In the can. That's what they mean. I get it now. See, Angel used the finger system. I don't think I've ever seen this one, to be honest. That one's super cool. Is this like, when did this issue come out? Is this a shot at like Trauma Films in 83? You know, Trauma Studios, like, you know, he would do the whatchamacallit? Toxic Avenger. Now show us the shocker. Clown Nikki. It's a family show, bro. That's how you get booted, okay? Don't you ever do that again. All right, so now it's like 249, I think. Let me check out this one. All right. Gotta wait for it to load up a little bit. Oh, look at this cutie. I know I've seen this one recently. Or have I? Oh no, I'm thinking of the other Gremlins cover. How are some people bringing far How did you have these? Kyle, I'm talking to you right now. So I'd appreciate it if you would put down the pen, your drawing device, and answer this. How did you have these perverse fold-ins at the top of your head? How is that possible? Answer for yourself. That's not the one I was thinking of. Okay. You know what? That's not the one I was thinking of. I'm going to end this Q&A. Confirm. Boom. Boom. Start a poll. Do you believe Kyle? Boom. Let's find out. Please go into the chat and answer that poll. Do you believe Kyle? Okay, so I guess I see that Kyle voted because it's a 100% yes right now with one vote. 294. All right, I'm going to check that one out. This better not be how these other ones were, okay? And I'm going to show you how much I trust you. All right, we're doing this one live. Whatever. All right, so let's see. Oh, I've seen this one recently, so I think I'll recognize it. Boy, why do I see the covers and I recognize the covers, but I don't at all recognize the things that happen. The fold-ins. It's so bizarre. What creature has recently Wait a second. Let me see something. I'm ending this poll. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Jeez Louise. Anyway. Yes, I do. What's up, James Harrington? Yes, I do what? I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, wait, James Harrington. I think I remember James Harrington. What creature recently became completely extinct in Alaska? The experts agree. Polluters should not be exonerated without first making amends. Clearly, every thinking youngster and grown-up worries that our planet will get much bleaker as living creatures die and disappear. Use the McInerney finger method. The Exxon cleanup worker Exxon cleanup worker. Dude, this is like almost too complex to my finger system doesn't work. Oh, what a bummer. What is this? 105 is wholesome? Okay. What does this have to do? What is this? Exxon. I remember the Exxon Valdez. I'm going to look up 105. Oh, wait. Doot, doot, doot. Oh, yeah. You mentioned 105 earlier. Let's see that. This one's wholesome. Boop. Let's investigate. Oh, this is a beautiful issue. This is honestly the video I did on this. It was like one of my very first issues. My highest viewed issue. People love this issue, apparently. Um, oh, sweet. Okay. Um, zip on down to the bottom. Oh, the Ajax Knight one. This is so great. Anyway. What awesome beast threatens unwary campers every year? Smoldering, burning, angry eyes are the key to put the identity of the fierce beast that puts a damper on the fun for people by the millions who go camping every year. Is this tampons or something? Okay, finger method. Smokey the Bear. Oh, he has summons. Oh, but here's the problem. It's not Smokey the Bear. Al Jaffee has fallen for the same trap that millions in America do. It's Smokey Bear, not Smokey the Bear. Smokey Bear. You're thinking of Yogi the Bear. Jaffee? Golly. Okay, hold on. Let me check Instagram real quick. You guys, you don't want to see my Instagram messages. It's awful. Hey, if you have one in the chat, if you have a, what you may call it, what words am I trying to say? Open image, a new tab. There we go. If you guys have a folder you want me to check out, leave it in the chat right now. Boop. All right, here it is. The Exxon cleanup worker. Oh, because they all leave. That's probably what it was. They didn't finish the job. They just left. That's it. This was pretty cool. This one's like immensely complex too. All those little dead animals. How's Alaska now? Are they cool now? They're probably cool now. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're cool. Ah. No, Angel, I just said it's Smokey Bear, not Smokey the Bear. Smoke Bear. Oh, ew. Yogi Berra. Yogi Berra he's pretty legit. I think I got some old baseball cards. We have 17 viewers. Holy smokes. That's a new record, I think. It might be. Sticks doing that promotion for me. It must have paid off. Oh, down to 16. Anyway, hey, let's check out some more Al Jaffee stuff. Here are some. I found. Wait, what happened to my comic book resources? Ah, shoot, I closed it. Hold on, let's see. History. Ah. What the What the God damn it. This is irritating. It's not even showing up in my. Here we go. I found it. I figured it out. No help. No help from you guys. I bet numbers are up due to Jaffee appeal. Well, no, I think maybe, but I don't think the search really works. I don't think people are searching for live streams about Al Jaffe. I think it's Sticks probably his little promotion. Raise your hand if you saw this on Instagram. I didn't put it on Instagram. Oh, dude, there's a bunch, man. All right, let's appreciate this a little bit more. Um, oh, that's the one we just looked at. What the hell? Oh, and that's it. Great. Good job, genius. Well, here I have this. So again, this is another pick out one. This one they picked out post-mortem, but hey, that's what I'm talking about. The new podcast, Potter ZB. Check it out. Link might be in the description of the video. Oh, it is in the description of the video. I'm such a smart boy. Look at this one. This one's pretty freaking wild. And I like, even knowing what it is, having looked at this already, why am I wearing earbuds? There's nobody to listen to. Even knowing what this one is, I have a hard time seeing what it is. Fabulously attractive creatures quickly become overexploited commercially. Leopards, cheetahs, peacocks, parrots, tropical fish, and butterflies are good examples. But recently, a new, very special specimen has fallen into this category. To identify this creature, fold in page as shown. This crazy drawing of Elvis. Did you guys see that Elvis video movie by Baz Luhrmann? Unique freestyles. What's up? No, I don't think he did. I think Al Jaffe mostly just did this normal size, because the whole idea was that it was a take on the fold out, like Playboy or like a gatefold cover, and so having something that folded in was just kind of amusing. What about the Snappy Answer fold-in combos, like $499? I will check that out in a little bit. What unqualified smug goofball was thankfully banned from running for president in 2008? And that was Bush. Was Bush smug? Would you ever describe him as smug? You use this show to promote the podcast, and you promote this show on the podcast. It's a vicious circle. Yeah, that's true. You know what? I'm doing more promoting of the podcast on this show than I do this show on the podcast, to be honest. I hope you listened and left a review. Bush was definitely smug. No, man, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe I have a maladapted understanding of what smug is. What frightening ancient relic will be the focus of much attention and fanfare this summer? John McCain. This is what I like. I loved this one. Talking W, not Senior. Senior was smug, though. Senior was the smug one. Bush wasn't smug. He had an affect, like a fake affect of being like this kind of down home, oh, aw shucks type of dude. No, his dad. Excellent. I'm glad you did. Nah. Yeah, he was, bro. He was the head of the CIA and a president. Of course he was, dude. Oh, he was so smug. Anyway, what potential health threat has been linked to the nation's pig population? Dense, crowded pig pens boost a meat company's gross profit, but they also spread disease and slay people. We hope science can soon claim breakthroughs in vaccines that cure victims fast. I love this one so much. Denny's Grand Slam breakfast. I just imagine, um, oh my God, it's so cool. It's so cool. But I sort of imagine in this one, like he was at a Denny's and was just disgusted by the Grand Slam breakfast and decided to make a fold in about it. Are any of Jaffee's early works in Humbug and Trump available online? They might be in the Internet Archive. Boom. There you go. The archive. Yeah, give that a search. The Internet Archive, Wayback Machine. It's the same company. If you've ever used that. Yeah, but that's like okay. A smug move is different than smug as a person. I'll say that. I'm not saying he was never smug. I'm just saying that's not a descriptor. That's not an adjective that I would use to describe George W. Bush. That's all I'm saying. He's capable of smugness, as am I, but I'm not a smug person. For many Americans, this one, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you're a sports person, you think this is funny. This seems like a really weird choice. For many Americans, what is the most important form they will ever fill out? Their March Madness brackets. I don't know. Okay. But here's the thing. One, he was feeling defensive during a press conference. And he said, I'm the decider. Because what was happening? He was being accused of having decisions being made for him. And so he said, I am the decider. So that I don't think is fair. And also, I'm not saying he's not capable of smugness. It's not the primary adjective I would use in a fold in. You guys, I'm an American through and through, okay? How about this one? What long dormant enterprise? I'm down to 13 viewers because you guys insist on talking about George Bush. Jeez Louise. You see what happens? What long dormant enterprise has the Obama administration successfully revised in America? Look at Big Brain over here just figured out I can zoom in so the viewers can actually. I zoomed in too much. Snowballing. Good economic news is developing on jobs and industrial productivity. This is urgent. If prosperity is to return to our nation, we should ignore so-called specialist phony predictions of doom. We rejoice as we recover financially and receive just rewards. 2013. Snooping on journalists' phone records. Oh, do you remember this? You guys are messing with me right now. This was great. Do you guys remember this? Your President Obama. Listen, this is what you've turned me into. Okay, now I'm 100% on board with George Bush. All right, Nixon #1, George Bush #2. That's how it goes now. Just because you guys pushed my buttons, and I am what is that called? When you just disagree with people. I forget what it is. My mother would call me it all the time. Not contradictory, anyway. No, you love Obama. That's you now. What deeply buried commodity do Americans want to see energy companies produce? The truth about the hazards of fracking. Fracking? What is that? I don't know. Some of these, like, honestly, aren't that good. This website picked like their 13 favorite or something. Hold on. How do they build these? Oh, just 13 mad fold-ins. Okay. 13 fold-ins. Not favorites. So I guess I'll forgive it. Because these ones aren't even that great. Ooh, I like this one. What relic from the 80s is no one excited to see return? Whoa, look at this. You got like what is that? Uncle Sam. Contrarian. That's what my mother called me all the time. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes, you said it first. Contrarian. That's what my mother constantly. She'd be like, "You're contrarian," and I'd be like, "No, I'm not," which is really, it's really shitty to call somebody contrarian because they can't disagree with you. The disagreeer. Yeah, I'm the disagreeer. Um, they're all late stuff. It's not the funnest stuff. Like that toilet one you sent, or even like the crazy violent sex one that you tricked me into looking at. Those are like pretty wild, I don't know. It's a lot more fun. The common reaction to all popular fads is world weariness. When they drag on year after year, rock groups and toys from the past are in a state pathetically dismissed as historical garbage. See, this one was really the Cold War rotate page. This one, it was really obvious, I think. I saw that almost immediately. Uncle Sam and the Russian bear. I did not guess that it was a Russian bear. I didn't understand why it was some type of dog. Um, that's a pretty clever one. How about this? What's the next big development in e-cigarettes? Tremendous investment has gone into creating e-cigarettes, and tobacco growers fear canceled business due to this competitor. Treating e-cancer. I love Jaffee, but he lost a bit of technical ability beginning in the early 2000s. Yeah. I wonder, I mean, is it so much of like I think Dave Berg's people just liked him because it was always there, and I wonder if, no, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to make that comparison. I'm sorry I even had that thought, you guys. I apologize. Mad issue number 227, another sexy one, my first fold in. Okay, I'll look it up. Wait, what's the other one I'm supposed to look up? 499? Let me check. I'm going to do 499 first. Then I'll look up the other one for you perverts. Oh, yeah, I forgot I have a burp button. Sorry. Here, hold on. Does my burp button work? Watch, I'll hit it. Did it work? Ooh. Oh, man. Shane's coming at dudes tonight. He's making bets. He's like, oh, dude, this is. All right, here we go. 499. No, I do like Dave Berg. I do. All right, here we go. This is actually pretty cool. Snappy answers to stupid questions. Snowboarding conversation. Is that your new snowboard? No, it's my mom's old ironing board. Do you stand up on the board? No, I lie prone on it. Do you have a way to stop? Yes, I turn and go uphill. Good. Then you won't hit the new stone wall. That's kind of clever. That is. It is weird that on issue 499, they're doing like a snowboard gag. interns or like assistants. I wonder if he did have an assistant. Do big artists have assistants anymore? Like that's one of the things when I talked to like Larry Hama about Wallace Wood. He was describing how there was just like so many people went through Wood's studio and assisted him, and they would like do the pencils, then Wood would come in and he would do the inks, and it would make it look like Wood's work and not somebody else's, and it was pretty impressive. Yeah. Yeah, dude, you've gone soft, I have to say. It's remarkable. Probably had oh, I just looked at that one. Anyway, what's this other one that I'm looking up? 277. The sexy one. Wait, wrong button. Okay, let me look it up. This will probably be the last one that I look at because you guys, I am going to be in a competition tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a climbing competition, and I need to get my rest so I can lose, but not lose too badly. All right, where the hell is this thing? Oh, look at that! That's cool. All right. Do they have this one folded? They don't have this one folded in like the last one. What seems to be the only way of making your fortune today? Is this an OnlyFans one? Historically, there was only one way of getting the riches one wanted: hard work. But today, lots of people feel this leads to the cemetery rather than to the wealth they desire. Okay, finger it. You guys got to get ready to finger it. Hitting the lottery. I don't understand. That's not 277. Did I screw it up? Hitting the lottery. Yeah, I figured it out, but I did 227. Ah, geez. Okay. God damn it. All right. It's like that's not sexy at all. All right, this will be the last one that I do. Ooh, the horror movie. This is a great. I like this cover a lot. I love the letters on it. Let's see. Let's see if I recognize this one. What new sex object has brought out our animal instincts? I can see this is so obvious. Miss Piggy. Oh man. Clown Nookie. Oop, thank you so much. That was lovely. 227. That's what I did, didn't I? That one's perfect. I think that's a perfect one to end on. A nice palate cleanser after some of the horrible stuff. Oh, so nasty. So blue. Anyway, hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thanks for spending some time chatting about Al Jaffee. If you have not already, please hit that thumbs up on this video. Leave a comment down below if you're watching live. You've left a lot of comments. But if you're watching this tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, leave a comment down below. It helps this channel grow. Patreon.com/flippinthrough if you want a 6 set of stickers, some cool buttons and all that junk. And finally, follow that link in the description of the video for Potter ZB, the new podcast by me and Kyle Bridget. Thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.